Hello everyone, welcome to Tech with BSK channel. So in last session we have discussed network security groups and what is this, how it will behavior we discussed, right? So it control inbound or outbound traffic and it can associate NIC level and also like a subnet level as well, right? So and also in we have a six default routes will be there, so those will not modify. So the six default routes, three is in inbound and three is in outbound, and there will be allow VNet inbound and allow LB inbound and also like a 10 all inbound, and we have discussed in detail yesterday session. So today's session we are going to learn how to implement network security groups in a real world three-tier architecture. Okay, so again here we will create security rules to allow communication only between these required tiers. So we will create one web server, application server, and database server. And here, how we can communicate internally with each other, and how we can expose internet only to web server, and how we are blocking internet to DB server and app server, and now how we can do that we can see. So by the end of the video, you will understand how to design a secure Azure environment using NSG. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so today's session is more about N NSGs in three-tier architecture. Okay, so we are going to discuss this today, and in this demo, so we require three subnets and three servers are required. And let me show you what I'm going to perform in a detailed manner. Okay. So what the three-tier architecture will work? Okay. So how it will going to is important in real world scenarios. Okay. So in three-tier architecture, there will be one front end will be there, one back end will be there, and one database will be there. Okay. For example, if you can take not this, if you can take Axis Bank. Okay. accessbank.com you can take. Okay, let's take one banking application. Here you can see this is the login page, this is the front end server. Anywhere in the world, anyone can able to access this particular web page. Okay, so on this, whoever have access, okay, whoever have access their login credentials, they can use their credentials and able to log in inside the pages, inside the portal. Okay, so here the what happens, the web page can access everyone. And for backend, so we are not going to expose anyone from outside everyone. Okay, only that should able to access via web server only. Okay, from front end only we have to access the web server, and from there we have from app server we are going to like store all user related information, usernames, password. So everything we are going to store in the database server. So that is very critical to manage the any application. So we are going to like secure those servers and database servers and app servers. Okay, so in this way what I'm going to perform in today's scenario, let me take one resource group. Okay, here let me take one. Okay, that's fine. Let me take one resource group. One resource group I'm taking. Inside resource group I have a VNet will be there. Inside VNet I am going to create subnets. Okay, three subnets I'm going to create here. Subnet 1, subnet 2, and subnet 3. Okay, inside subnets again I am going to create virtual machine. Okay, okay, let's call this is RG. Inside RG virtual network. Inside virtual network I am going to create three subnets. Web subnet, another one app subnet, okay, another one DB subnet. Okay, inside I'm going to create another servers. Web server 1, app server, another one DB server. So like this I'm going to create. Okay, so inside in web server I'm going to install, I'm going to set up this as a web server, I'm going to set up this as an app server, I'm going to set up this as a database server. Here I am going to install Nginx. Here I am going to install Tomcat for app server, and here I am going to install MySQL. Okay, MySQL I am going to install. Okay, here what I am going to perform, there is a internet will be there. Internet will be there. Internet will be able to access web server. Okay, web server can able to access directly. So what I'm going to perform in this, I'm not opening port to all of them, because if you can see here, let me open. Okay, let me explain you in detailed manner. This system little bit slow, that's the reason. Okay, what I'm going to perform here, let's see. If anyone can access the internet, they can able to access the web server only. I don't want to enable access directly to app server. Absolutely, I will not enable this one. If anyone access to DB server, I will not enable this one. Okay, whoever is accessing the machine, they should able to access via web server. From web server will able to access backend server will able to access DB server. What whoever it is, okay, this will be the correct scenario. These two can able to communicate with each other, and these two can able to communicate with each other. Okay, so if in this case I don't want to enable access from web server to DB server as well. Okay, this one also I will block the access. I will make access only these two. Okay, only these two servers I will build access, and these two servers only I am providing access to this. I am denying other all accesses. Okay, so like this way I am going to set up here. For this setup, what I am going to perform, okay, let me write it down. Okay, Let me write it down the inbound rules. Inbound, okay. Here, what I will write, source, any I will write here, and destination should be web server IP. Web server IP I will give, and port is 80 or 443. HTTP or HTTPS I will enable. Okay, action is hello I will do. In this particular server, in particular NSG, I will perform these steps. I will enable this inbound. Source is any. From internet, anyone can access my server. Okay, and destination should be this IP address. I am not enabling any of the any. I will enable only this IP address, and port is 80 or 443, and action is yellow. So for this server, I am going to enable this number of rules. Okay, and here, okay, here again inbound source is web server IP. Okay, web server IP. Destination is app server IP, and port is Tomcat will work on which port? Port number 88. Action hello. Okay. From this server, I am going to perform these rules, and here inbound source is app server IP. Okay. Destination is DB server IP, and port for I am here about to install MySQL port will work on 3306, and action yellow. So this is the steps I am going to perform here, and also I am going to perform one more inbound rule I am going to enable here. That one is inbound source web server IP, and destination DB IP, and here port is any port. I am going to any port I am going to here providing, and action deny. Okay, so what I am going to perform here? Okay, let's discuss. So here inbound rules, whoever is accessing from internet, okay, from internet anyone can access this machine with port number 443 or port number 80. As of now I'm not using HTTPS, so I'm going to enable port number 80 here as part of my demo purpose. Usually organizations will not allow port number 80, they will enable only 443. Okay, this is the one I'm going to perform here in this case. And the next step, in app server I'm going to perform from web server. I'm going to access this one. Okay, here I'm going to check it. I'm installing Tomcat in this Tomcat server in here, and I'm going to check it from web server whether I can able to access from this server or not. This is the step I'm going to perform here, and from here MySQL I will try to explain this demo. If it can permits, I will able to do that. Otherwise, I will provide steps in the documentation. So you can go ahead and perform this one. So these steps from here, I'm going to able to access this DB server. Whether I can able to access this or not, I'm going to perform here by this inbound rule. And another inbound rule here is I'm going to disable web server IP to access this DB server. Why? Because I don't want to access from directly web server to DB server. Only I need access from app server to DB server only. That is the only access I'm going to enable here. Okay, all the access from web server to DB server I'm going to restrict it. Okay, here how I'm going to take it. I'm going to check some. Let's go ahead and create machines, and let's discuss in a few more points later. Okay, let's jump into the portal and let's create the machines. Okay, very first step, I will go ahead and create a resource group. Let's click on this resource group. Okay, let's click on create. My subscription, I'm going to select it, and I am going to add as a demo org in Central India location. I'm going to create it. Let's review and create. Okay, once it is created, you can directly go into create virtual network. So here I'm going to create three subnet, one virtual network and three subnets I'm going to create. One is for web server, app server, and one is for DB server. Let's click on create, and resource group is this one. And here I'm going to provide demo vnet, and location is this. Click on next, next. Address range I will utilize 10.1.0. Anything if you want, you can prefer anything, any class. I'm going to prefer class A. Class B want, you can use class B for 172.16. If you want to go for class C as well, 192.168 also, you can go ahead and use it. So here I will edit this one, first one. I'm going to give name as web subnet. Save it. I will add two more subnets. This subnet I will call as app subnet. Click on add. Another one I will going to add. This one I will call as DB subnet. Okay. So three subnets I have created as per my prerequisite requirement. Okay. So let's click review and create. Let's write here. So I need one virtual network, three subnets, and three VMs. Okay. So I think it is going to create this. Okay, this was created. Let's click on virtual machine. Virtual machine. Let's click on create virtual machine. Resource group is demo org, and VM name first VM web server. Web server I will call, and availability zone no infrastructure, and this is fine, and standard is okay. And here I am going to select any other sizes. Customize core I will try to make one. Okay, try to make one here. Okay, I am just okay with that. Okay, and here password is your admin username. Okay, next. As of now, I'm disabling port number 22 as well. Next, click next. And the disk, I am going to use this as standard STD is fine. And the next networking. And the networking, I'm going to select here as part of this web server web subnet I will going to create. And I need one public IP and basic network security group I'm going to create here, and just click review and create. Once it is validated, you can see 0.1050 USD per hour, and total monthly cost is $80. Okay, some basic infrastructure I have created. You can able to estimate here as well. Okay, let's click on create. Meanwhile, let me open mobile screen. Deployment is in progress. Meanwhile, I will go ahead and create another VM in another tab. Okay. And then you can click on left side virtual machines will be there. You can just click on it and you can create from here. Just loading. It's also loading long time. Okay, deployment is completed. Let's go to the resource. So as I told you yesterday, if you are not enabled port number 22, so the VM will not able to launch it. Okay, let's go ahead into the network settings. Meanwhile, let me just create the deployment and let's come there. Okay, meanwhile it will complete. Okay, let's click on create option. Still not coming. Okay, let's the virtual machine. Let's click on create virtual machine. Okay, select your resource group demo RG, and here I will have server as naming convention, and Central India is fine for me. Availability zone is not required, and standard is fine. And let's select password, and I will give easy admin. Okay, you have to enable port number 22 here itself. It also to access the machine. Okay, so next click on next disk. Here normal and standard HD is fine, and click on networking, and you can select your VNet, and app subnet is fine, and public IP is required for this, and I am going to click on to view and create. Okay, so once it is validated, you can able to click on create and deployment will happen. Validation is passed, and let's click on create. Let me create one more VM. Please initialize the deployment. Let's go to virtual missions. Okay, you can just click on virtual machine create, and I have to give the basic details again. Select your resource group and DB server. This time I'll call this as a DB server, and available zone no redundancy is fine, and standard is okay, and this one is also okay, and password easy admin. So 1 2 3 and let's disable port number 22, and okay, here I can enable, no issues. 22 is fine. Okay, let's click on disk, and standard HTTP is fine, and click on next networking. Okay, here subnet you can select as DB subnet. Okay, then it's all are okay. Let's click on review and create. Once it is validated, you can just click on create. Validation is passed, basic information is missing or not valid. Okay, let's see what is missing. What it is missing, basic demo vnet and DB subnet, and here basic auto didn't selected. DB server is okay, and okay, password okay, password not matched. Okay, now it is matched. Click on review and create. Okay, now click on review and create, and click on create. Okay, meanwhile, let's wait for some time to complete deployment. So as part of this architecture, we have created three servers: web server, app server, and DB server. And what we have to going to install, we need to install Nginx. Nginx we need to install, right? So we have to launch the machine, right? We have to launch the machine. To launch the machine, you require port number 22 needs to be enabled. Okay, very first we will do that. Okay, let's go to the server. First server, go to the network settings, create port. Okay, create again incoming. We are the source and server is the destination. What is come request is coming to the server, that is incoming server like inbound port rule we have to write it here. Source is, this time I will give only my IP address. Okay, my IP address I will give, and the source port number is anything is fine, and destination is I will give IP address. IP address is here, IP address is, let's go to virtual machines. My web server IP address. Okay, destination is my web server IP address. I need to give web server, go to there, and you can just go scroll down here. This is the IP address. So destination is, this is the IP address. I don't want to give anything. Okay, so here I am just performing this one, and I need to enable port number 22. Okay, here very first I need to enable port number 22. Port number 22 should be enabled, and priority is 100, and name is yellow SSH. Okay, I am just clicking add. Once it is added, okay, you have to take this public IP address. Okay, go to this mobile extreme and click session and SSH, pass public IP, and provide this one username and click OK, and it is asked to accept and pass the password. Okay, once you have entered the password, maybe wrong password. Okay, once it is launched, this is the screen will come like this. You can just clear and the sudo to root user, and as part of this machine we are going to like install Nginx. Okay, Nginx we need to go to install, and we have first we have to update to install the latest packages. Okay, completed. Now how to install Nginx app. Install Nginx. Once it is installed, you can check the public IP whether it is accessing the site or not. Okay. This one is complete, and try to check using public IP address. So it will not able to access. Okay. Why? Because we haven't enabled port number 80 here, because we are writing from port number 80. So we should be enable this port number 80. Again, create port rule and inbound port rule, and again source is any. Okay, this time source is anyone can access, and destination should be IP address. IP address should be this private IP address. Private IP address we have to give it here, and here port number is HTTP. Okay, HTTP we have to enable, and we have to allow HTTP. Okay, right, like this you can use some name and click add. Once it is added, from just you can refresh the screen, so you can able to launch the page. Okay, as part of this very first step, we have completed our this part inbound rule we have completed. Now what you have to do in the second server, so you have to install Tomcat, and from here you need to check whether it is accessing or not. And also as part of this, so we have to write some inbound rules here. This inbound rule we have to write it, and we have to log into the server, and we can check it. Okay, as part of this, this time I will go app server. I will go app server. Under app server, network settings. Under network settings, okay, here again we have to write port number 22 should be able to access. Okay, inbound rule, and this time I will provide IP address again. IP address should be my web server IP address. Web server IP address is, this is the IP address, and source code destination is, my IP address is this one. This one again 10.1.1.4. Okay, and the service is SSH. I'm enabling here, and here yellow SSH. Okay, so like this you can add it. Okay, to log into the server. Okay, to log into the server you can able to log in from the web server itself directly. Okay, now the question is like how this should be able to access from my web server alone. Okay, it will not able to access from outside. So like that way I have created the rule. Okay, I need to, in this server only, you are able to access this server via port number 22. So you can open this one. Okay, clear the screen. Okay, here and you have a SSH AZ admin at the rate. We have to give public address or private address. Why we can give only public address? Why you can give only private IP address? So here within the VNet, okay, within the VNet they can able to access private IPs as well. So you can give public IP as well. Public access again it will go over the internet and it will come to here. Okay. So what you can see here you can able to, it will able to directly access this one. Why we can go again to internet and we can come to access here. So public IP address if you can give, so it will go ahead and over the internet and it will able to access. So that is not required in this case. I am just able to use private IP address because within the VNet I have able to configure all the machines. That's fine for me. Okay, in this case I have to give app server IP address. Okay, here is the app server. Go to the virtual machines. You can click on app server. Once you can click on app server, and you can just take this public IP, private IP, and you can go to the mobile stream and you can paste it. Okay, click on continue. Okay, it will ask content. Yeah, fingerprint. Yes, you can enter, and you can enter password as well. Okay, once you have entered the password, okay, so like this way how to do that. And also before coming here, and there is a one more rule we have to edit here. That rule is we have to enable Tomcat as well. Tomcat as well from the web server we are going to access it, right? So let's go to here, exit, to test it for here. So telnet 10.1.1.4 1.4 port number 8080. So we can just trying, there is no unable to connect, okay, connection refused. So we have to enable port number 8080 from this app server. Then we can able to try it, okay, and then only we can able to get the response once it is installed. Okay, then once I will, okay, clear, I can able to write one more port from the app server. I want to access this from the 10.1.0.4. This is my web server IP address, and destination is app server 10.1.1.4. This is my app server IP address, and here custom port number 8080 is fine, and you can give here yellow Tomcat. Okay, you can just add it here. So from what we can do, from again, if you can check it, once it is install the Tomcat, and we can able to check that one, so we can able to get the response successfully, connected response, we can able to get it. To install Tomcat, so you need to follow these steps. I have already made provided detailed out all the steps. I will give in document as well once this session is complete. You just follow these steps and you can able to install directly. Okay, very first step we have to install, have to update the sudo apt update. You have to do that to install the latest packages. Okay, just enter. It is going to install the latest packages, and next step is you have to install Java. Sudo install OpenJDK latest version 21 it is currently, and that version only we are going to like installing. Control C, and once it is okay, just paste it and hit enter. Okay, once that one is installed, you have to check verify Java version. This is the command to verify Java version. Once that one is complete, let's wait a while to complete this installation, Java installation. And again, I have used Ubuntu flavor, so I am using app. If you are using some Red Hat, so you can use M. Okay, just package manager is different. Other commands will be same. Okay, let's clear the screen, and you can just check Java version. Java version is 21.0. That is the version, and once that is complete, so you have to find Java version. So you can see here. So like this, you can also just type it. So this is the version currently I am using Java 21. So then next I will go, it will come like this, output will come like this, and there's a bash, you have to save it, Java home, you can save it. And step 3, you can create a user account, Tomcat user you have to create. So Tomcat user, just you can provide this command, It will create a Tomcat user, verify a Tomcat user is there or not. Okay, the Tomcat user ID and these cells will come, group ID, those things. Once that is done, you can just enter this command to install latest packages, Tomcat package. Okay, just click on continue, enter. Okay, it is going to like install the Tomcat package, Tomcat tar package. It's going to install, and you can just list it out whether it is installed or not. Okay, okay, now it is installed, and you have to unzip or extract it. Okay, sudo, and for this I am going to extract in some other directory. So that's the reason I am just creating one more directory. Under opt tomcat directory I'm creating, and a tomcat directory I'm going to like extracting this particular file. So you can see here, so extracted, and ls you can view. So there in opt what are the files are there, you can able to see it. Okay, so sudo you have to give because I am in currently normal user, so that is the reason. If you want to go there, sudo, and type it, so you can able to see the apps. So you can able to see the bin conf, everything will be there. Okay, so once that is done, so you have to go ahead and on permissions you have to update this particular user. And this is the permission, tomcat user, tomcat group permission you have to create, and also like some related permission. Okay, user plus executive permissions I'm going to create for this folder for bin directory. So again I'm just entering here, just is the commands. I will provide this document in the GitHub link. You can go ahead and check it later. Okay, just you can see, you can open this file and you have to update tomcat script. Okay, there is here the you have, can paste directly this information. Okay, from here you can able to install. Okay, okay, then you can just click save wq create one. You can just provide, and you can just reload the system ctl. Just enter this, continue, enter. Okay, once that is done, you have to enable this service, tomcat service. Tomcat service you have to enable. Once it is enabled, then you can start the service. Okay, this is the command to start the service. Okay, started, and you can see the status now. Okay, once it is status is active, you can see active running status, you can see here. Okay, so like that way you have to install any server. Okay, whether it is apps or you can see the enabled and it is active running. Okay, so like that way you have to perform any steps to install any package. Okay, so now I have installed this app server tomcat in app server machine. Okay, now I will go ahead and do web server, and I will try to check whether I can able to access this tomcat machine or not. Okay, for this I am exiting this machine, exit, and from here I will do telnet 10.1.1.4 port number 8080. I will give whether it is establishing access or not. You can see connected to 110.1.1.4 trying, and it is connected. Okay, so like that way how to check it. Okay, as part of this, I have created resource group, virtual networks, 3 subnets I have created, 3 servers I have created, and inbound rules I have created, Nginx installed, and here Tomcat is installed, and you can try it from your end. Okay, from MySQL, the same like what Tomcat is set up in the machine, same like that way you can able to like provide install the MySQL. I will upload those details as well in the GitHub link. You can just go through this document and install in our machine and try to access from app server. Here again, From here you have to run the telnet commands. I will update the telnet commands here. The telnet command is, for example, very first one I have to check for telnet app server IP port number 8080. I have checked as part of this. Okay, telnet. Okay, and here what we have to do, telnet DBIP and port number 3306. Okay, like that way you have to provide the command here. Here again, source is app server and destination is DB server. Okay, there is a one more setup is not yet complete here. Inbound rule. So here we are going to deny from app server access to DB server. Let's take currently how it is whether it is accessing or not. Let's check on it. Let's go to DB server and take private IP of this machine. Private IP of this machine, and now currently in web server, you can see here currently I'm in web server. Okay, now I will do SSH is the admin at the rate and paste it. Okay, I think 10.1.2.4. Okay, this is the IP address of the DB server. Enter. Click yes. Give the password. Okay, now I can able to access to DB server. You can see now my requirement is not this one, so I don't want to access my DB server from the web server or anywhere. Only access should happen from the app server itself. Apart from that, nothing, no one should be able to access. I will access from here and I will go to DB server. Okay, DB server I will go to network settings. Under network settings I will write one more inbound rule. Okay, here what I will do, create inbound port rule. Here source is IP address. IP address source is 10.1.0.4. This is my web server IP address, and destination is DB server IP address. DB server IP address is 10.1.2.4. Okay, so here I am going to like disabling port any. Okay, here I am going to give anyone, anything should be able to anyone should able to like deny the access. Okay, deny. Okay, so here I am denying everything. Port ranges I will do star mark. Okay, everything should be denied, and here deny all. Deny all. Okay, I'm just giving this one, and I'm going to click on add. What I'm going to do now. Okay, let me check again from this server. Again, I'm going to access this. Okay, let's give. I think something wrong happened. Let me check again. It should not access. I think I have given yellow. Deny all, right? So I should not click on yellow. Here you can see yellow deny only. Port number is any, and here let's try. From this IP address, this source is IP address, and this is the web server IP, and source port range is everything. Everything I am going to denying it, and here destination port range is also everything I have denying, and protocol is also everything I am denying here, and 310. Okay, now you can see here there is a port number SSH is already enabled. That is the reason priority is there. Okay, that is the reason it is working. Okay, so you can now you can understand it. Lowest priority, lowest value high works on highest priority. Okay, let's make this one. Okay, let's remove itself. Okay, let's remove this port number itself. Okay, then we can able to check it. Okay, let's remove. Where is the remove option? Okay, from here remove option is not showing. Maybe you have to, okay, here deny delete option is there. Okay, SSH delete option. Once it is deleted, right, now we'll go ahead and check what will happen. Okay, and now you can see, there is no there is no establishment from web server to DB server. There is no connection is going to happen. So like that way we are going to like check it as of now. So we have discussed, we have three-tier architecture, NSG setup we have discussed. So how we are going to set up? So from web server, we have created one virtual network, three subnets we have created, and three servers we have created, and we have blocked the access from everywhere. Okay, only we have enabled access or from outside only to web server. Apart from this, two other servers we have blocked the access, and also like we have enabled the access from web server to app server and app server to web server DB server only. From web server to DB server also we have blocked the access. Okay, so like this way we have, and here is the inbound rules to check the connectivity. Here is the commands we have followed, and this is what we have done on today's demo. Okay. Okay, that's all today's session. So we successfully implemented network security groups in three-tier architecture. Okay, and learn how to secure the communication between web application and database servers or tiers. Okay, here the key points you have to note it down, like NSG provide network level security. Okay, rules are processed based on priority, and also we have discussed that one, right? From web server we have a one lowest value that worked on even though we have denied all. Okay, only required traffic should be allowed. Okay, following that least privileges principles. Okay, improves security posture. Okay, then this is the like a common design pattern used in like enterprise Azure environments as well, like and also there's a frequent discussion will happen on this cloud and DevOps interviews as well. So this is one of the important concept in NSGs. Okay, thank you, and I will post this particular documentation in GitHub link, and this full steps also have I will document in the GitHub link. You can just open that link and you can follow the steps and you can create on the server from your own. Okay, any doubts is there, you can just comment on the comment box. I will respond to your query. Okay, please, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like this video. Please leave your questions, and also like please subscribe to Tech with BSK channel for more Azure DevOps, Kubernetes and Terraform modules like that. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you.